I'm back! God, I'm out of practice. Sorry, I haven't streamed in like a week. Life. I felt really bad when I looked at my channel earlier because I was just like, huh, I've done like 2 streams in the past 2 weeks. It's not great. But I've been very busy and my mental health just sort of went to shit. But so I just took a few days, played Minecraft for like 6 hours straight. I'm good now. Yeah, like, I've been really busy, but one of the things is over. The other things... One of the other things is also over. The other thing ends on Wednesday and is almost finished. And then the other one is... that doesn't end until like 2 weeks' time, but I can handle just one thing. It was because I had 4 things going on at once. And then streaming, I was just like, I can't do this. But I have rested. I'm doing good. And also, didn't miss anything important. Because the event we were missing in Genshin, we couldn't do. Because it was an Inazumian event. Well, 2 Inazumian events even. But now, we have Windblume. And thank God for the quick start button. Because otherwise it would have wanted us to nearly finish the Sumeru story quest. And I would have gone, nope, switching to my main. But because of quick start, we can do it without having done the story. Presumably it only wants the story because this is a Mondstadt event, but focusing on Sumeru characters. It's going to be fun. I have, on my main, I've already like accidentally started this event because it has one of the worst location triggers. It had Mondstadt Adventurers Guild, which is the Adventurers Guild I always go to. I always have my commissions in Mondstadt. So I was just like, I've activated the quest. And then the next bit was slightly up the hill, you know, near where the teleport waypoint is. So I teleported in to head to the Adventurers Guild and just went straight into the
damned will sooner die again than lay
shut
a
up,
hand
Zhao.
on me.
Went straight into the next bit of dialogue. Fortunately, the third bit is at the gate, and unless you've got Timmy's quest, I don't go through the gate. But yeah. We have Windblume. I really wish there was a way to, like, shut up the voice lines, the characters, but have the dialogue. Still, because, like... Because you know, I don't like hearing boring, regular lines, you know. Osmanthus wine. But I do like hearing the dialogue in cutscenes, because then I don't have to say it, because that would ruin my voice. I think I've stalled for long enough. Oh, and sad news. We did not get Yelan. So the team still kind of sucks. If I can get their bursts off, it works really well. Like Zincho, Lisa, Yao Yao, stay on Yao Yao for a bit because hers on field, and then switch to Zhao and do his burst. It works great. The problem is when you've not got the bursts up, Xingqiu's cooldown is not good. It's 20 seconds and he only applies Hydro once. Which is why I wanted Yalan, because not only is her cooldown a lot shorter, does more, but she also was an archer. But unfortunately, I did not get her. And the current banner is not helpful. It's Daya, who, you know, I'm not going to scout her because she's a perm. Sino, who isn't bad, I like Lisa. And then Ayaka and Shenhe. Good old double cryo banner for no reason whatsoever. Which, I'm not doing that.
Time to act.
But the thing is, the current banner does have Barbara on it.
You're in for a little shock.
And I don't necessarily want her for this team, but Barbara is actually a really nice unit to use in Hyperbloom teams for the Abyss, is what I found.
Don't be scared. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
So I kind of want to get her. And if I do, I technically could change the team around, have Zhao. Brain, please.
No, my sword.
Zhao, Colette, or Lumine, Lisa, Barbara. That could work.
You're in for a little shock.
It's like, normally the issue I have with Barbara is her Hydro application. Like, she self does Hydro. But Xingqiu does the same thing, and it hasn't been that much of a bother. Like, it's a bit of a pain when you get a big pudgy problem, but that's me being an idiot. Because I know he does not pyro. I know he does Hydro application, and I still ignore it.
No pain, no gain.
But I am learning, so I think Barbara might not be too bad. I just like, I do technically have her already, but oh.
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
But mushrooms. And Oshinid, but I think Xingqiu, yeah, Xingqiu's also Oshinid. And like, those mushrooms aren't as bad as I originally thought they were, because you can just buy them off Laura's sister, whose name I've forgotten. Like, you can buy them off some girl. Whee!
Oh my.
Yeah, I might switch it round. I do like Yao Yao. She's got a nice kit. But I was just checking the audio and immediately just brain went. I like Yarrow, she's got a nice kit, but like I actually don't mind her being that much of an I don't mind her being an on-field healer with her burst that much because it heals a lot in a very short amount of time, so like she's not a pain.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Oh,
Try not to enjoy the
let's have the teamwork for once. Look. When I can actually get it going, it works well. Isha Xingqiu's holding it back from getting going.
Worthless. Here. Worthless.
So I might switch to...
No, my sword.
I feel like I'm probably
You're
going
in
to
for a
switch to
little shock.
Collet rather than Lumine. Just because I don't like Lumine's E. It feels really weird to me that
You're in for a little
Traveler's
shock.
E for
You're in for a
Electro
little
and
shock. Come a little closer.
Dendro are basically the same thing. So it feels unoriginal compared to like the Animo and Geo things being distinctly their own like
You're in for a little
Evil conquering.
attack.
Worthless. Here. Worthless.
Whereas Collet,
Here.
my brain is not working. I've completely forgotten what Collet does. But she's an archer, so I can hit enemies' weak points,
You're in for a
which
little shock.
has been a bit of a pain for me whenever I've had that Ruin Guard commission. And I can also
You're in for a little shock.
Don't be scared.
like
Come a little
get the
closer.
AoE of Dendro.
Rain
But the issue with that is I'd have to raise 2 new characters. And
Come a little closer.
I'm awful when it comes to like actually using my resin and raising up characters. Especially on this account where I take one look at a boss and go, you're gonna take 10 minutes to fight. I do not want to deal with you. But I should. What does Collet even need? Because Barbara's the Oceanid, which is a pain, but Xingqiu's also the Oceanid, so it doesn't really matter. Collet, all those mushrooms. I hate them. I think you can buy them somewhere, but I don't remember where. The Jade Bloom Terror Shroom. I haven't tried fighting that on this account yet. Well, I suppose
You're in for a
the
little
good thing
shock.
about Lumine is I already have her leveled up.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Let me weave you a verse.
Like, the game gives all her materials for free, so I might choose her temporarily just as this is easier.
Worthless.
I feel like I was not supposed to be able to get on top of that. But it works.
No, my sword.
Stay put.
Come a little closer.
This is
You're
one,
in for a little
I mean,
shock.
all of the commissions, I'm just like, this is so much easier on my main. There we go. Probably shouldn't have been using like the shortest character I have to try and get over a little hill. probably
in
the
for a little
reason why
shock.
it wasn't working.
Huh? Surrender and be gentle.
Where does this slime balloon actually go? Like, I've never managed to lose this commission before because it feels like they go forever.
Come a little closer.
Ready, go!
Oh, what? Ugh. I actually have to fight the enemy?
Useless.
You're in for a little shock.
My normal
Come a
strategy
little
with this
closer.
commission is literally just ignore everything,
You're in for.
just hit the balloon.
Come a little closer.
What do you mean I actually have to try?
You're in for a little shock.
All that HP that went down as soon as the hyper bloom went. Oh, it goes over there.
Come a little close.
Still a heck of a journey.
Don't be scared!
You're in for a little shock.
No, my sword!
Man, I love the thudding noise of, like,
Useless. Here.
attacking wood. Hey, there we go. Oculi? Where? It's on the minimap. But I don't see it. Should be like right here. Oh, there it is. I was just being blind. I'm not sure this is giving... It's not giving enough height. Well, there are more of them. Maybe actually doing it properly will give more height? Oh, where's the third one? Normally the third one would be directly underneath what you need.
Boring.
Sure, that works. I don't think that's the intended route of doing that. Oof. Oh, commission's done and it only took like 15 minutes. Took me 5 on my main.
Ad Astra Ab. Thank you for completing. Ad
It's this
Astra
sort of
Ab-
thing where I just look at it and go, why is this so slow? Well, the answer is because my team's
Ad
shit.
Astra Ab-
But, you know, you never want that to be the answer. Let's see. Yeah, I could get Lumine up to level 80 fairly easily. And it wouldn't be hard to dendro her. So I might actually do that. There's always loads of, I was about to say loads of wind balloons around this statue. Wind wheels, not wind balloons. Oh, and since I have accidentally seen a bit of the event, I can say that once again, it has assumed I have actually done the previous Windblume event. I have not. But I did actually watch it because it was a venti focused event. So I do know what happened last Windblume. But, you know. It frustrates me that they will organise new dialogue for when you haven't done the very first event in the game that would have made you meet Skara way before you met him in the Unizumian story quest. But they can't add in a little thing that goes, has this player words. Has this player taken part in Windblume before? Yes? No? If yes, play this. If no, play this. It's just like... I wouldn't be mad if like that was the standard. But because they have proven they can do different lines of dialogue based on whether you've done a certain quest or not, it's annoying when you then go to do something and they've not done that. Especially with like really old events like Windblume. I'm trying to remember something that I wanted to say at the start. Ah yes, I remembered now. Nearly at 25 followers. Like, I feel like I should have... Shut up, Shao.
Those memories.
I feel bad because I haven't organised anything for 25 followers. Because we were at 17 for ages, and then like 4 people followed in one stream, and I was just like, okay, that's happened.
So dark.
And I haven't organised anything for 25. But I know what I want to do for 50, but I have not thought of anything for 25. Also, why have we only got 3 trials? I'm guessing it's because you can get Barbara and Collet for free. But, like, I would still love to get some free mushrooms and stuff. I was going to say free mushrooms and stuff, but actually both Barbara and Collet use mushrooms, just different types of mushroom. I'm not reading that. Ooh. This looks cool, but from what I know, it's actually kind of shit. If I remember correctly, it's sort of like Raiden's E, but doesn't last nearly as long, and doesn't activate on certain things. I think it's like Xingqiu's burst it doesn't work on or something. I think there's a bunch of like different skills that it doesn't work on, so people are not very happy about it. Why are we now punching this dude? Like, Darius, you're supposed to be a sword woman. Why are you now punching this dude?
Oh, so sorry.
Important question. It does work with Kaya's burst, but it wasn't activating very frequently. Yeah, like... Trials are designed to make you want to scout for someone. So while I did kind of enjoy that trial, I wasn't, like, blown away by it. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm not gonna pull for her. Especially since I know she'll be on the standard banner. And like, when Tainari got released, he was on his own banner and then he went on the standard banner and I literally pulled him like from the standard banner like the second the new version happened. And, obviously we have seen very much so far that this account has none of the luck that my main does. Like, my main managed to get 2 copies of Xiao in one temple. This account didn't manage to get any copies of him. And this account didn't manage to get any 5-star until about 80 pulls, so... Definitely a different level of luck, but... Ideally, we'll be able to get something out of the standard banner soon. Hi, Tubby! It's good to see you. How are you doing? Oh, I hate this chair. This is a Bennett trial, and yet I just want to use Cho. I'm glad you're doing good.
Nice and spicy.
I wasn't doing okay last week, but I'm doing great now. Mainly because I'm not as busy anymore.
Let's light it up. I'm going in.
And it turns out when you have loads of things to do, you get tired very easily.
Out of the frying pan into the...
But I have managed to balance things, so I'm doing good. That was supposed to be a Bennett trial, and yet I did not care for Bennett.
Hey, doesn't Mondstadt celebrate the Windblume festival around this time of year?
It's like,
Paimon has lots of good memories from the last one. The sweet scent of flowers on the breeze.
shut
the
up,
sweet
Paimon. I
smell
have
of
no
misty
memories of the
scents
last
on
one.
the breeze, the feeling of the breeze on your face. The only downside
Like,
is
having a
lack of
break
traditions.
was
But Paimon
definitely
sure
kind of
don't skip
needed.
a one-time thing. There's gotta be
But-
someone who needs our help, right? Let's... Hey there, Catherine.
Good day, you two. It's nice to see you here at this fest.
So, got...
I have
I'm
accidentally
afraid
done
I'd
the
struggle
first
to
2
find you
stories
any
on my other
commissions in the near
account.
future. With the arrival of the think of this period as the spring is here,
But
love
yeah.
is in the air, and
Ew.
Someone's just like,
Feeling
remember
like that when
this?
you burst out the
No.
doors after a nice nap, hoping to make it to the store before the limited edition drinks sell out, only to get there just in time to see the last 2 glasses snatched away right from under your nose by a couple of pesky lovebirds?
No. No, I don't, Paimon.
Traveler, Paimon, thank goodness I found you.
Sucrose.
Whoa, Sucrose?
Whoa,
Go
Sucrose?
ahead, Sucrose. We don't have anything else to do right now anyway.
I feel like they've highlighted Sucrose quite a bit lately, because, like, she's in TCG, and then she's in this, and, like, most 4-stars appear once and vanish.
Here's the situation. I've been appointed as the Windblume Festival's special ambassador by the Knights of Favonius this year.
You know, I don't remember the last time, like, Kyle was in it. Sorry, Chris. The annoying thing about stream delay is I've got no idea what's being referred to sometimes. Presumably Paimon's line, because it was a mouthful.
My task is to do good deeds for people during this festival of gratitude and love.
Good deeds.
Nice one. So how did they decide who to appoint? They spun an empty bottle donated by Angel's Share inside a circle with all our names on it. Whoever's
Empty
name the
bottle
bottle
donated
stepped up
by
got chosen.
Angel Share. How generous of them.
I think so too.
So why spinning a bottle? Why
Everyone
not
said
just
that it was
pulling
to
the
make it
names out
fair,
of a hat?
So everyone had an equal chance to become the special ambassador. The thing is, luckily, I came up with a way to spur myself on, which has helped. Have a look.
Vile.
Is that a test tube? Yep. Every time I do a good deed for someone, I get them to breathe into a test tube. That way,
It's a very sucrose way of dealing with things.
yes. I believe these breaths of joy will serve as
Actually,
valuable
forget about the
raw
last time
materials for our
Kai was
chemical
involved in an
transmutation.
event. When was the
With any
last
luck,
time Barbara was
I'll
in
be
an
able to
event?
produce something truly miraculous.
I don't think she's been in an event so long that I actually forgot she existed for a second.
Actually, I can't say for sure until I have. Anyway. Oh, is that all you need help with? That's easy.
Oh. Sorry, Vex. I'm still playing around with the auto mod. I will probably adjust that. Because you don't tend to use that many emotes. It's just, I need to find a right balance.
Just treat Paimon to a sweet madame. Then you'll get your last breath of joy.
Sweet Madame.
Hey, come on! Paimon's doing her best to help, okay? So, no, joy isn't measured in those terms at all.
Oops. I forgot unplugging that makes some noise. There we go. Now I can actually like see chat without having to turn my head.
Let me put it this way. Have you ever planted a fruit seed and cared for it while it grows?
Nope. Oh. No, not fruit. Yeah, you're a whole 35 minutes late, Vex. How dare you? As though I've, like, not been very absent recently. Yeah. I'm doing good now. I just needed a bit of a break to deal with IRL stuff, which is fun. I hate this chair.
In the same way that those tender, sweet fruits are the product of your time and effort,
Is a
the amount
pumpkin
of
a
joy
fruit?
derived from an experience is positively correlated to the degree of hardship overcome during it.
I know that's not the point. Is a pumpkin a fruit?
For example, in my case, I would say that to experience a statistically significant amount of joy, I'd have to do something like spend 6 months developing a medicine formula to a point where it was finally consistently effective.
I feel like a pumpkin would be a vegetable. Is a pumpkin Apparently people have googled it before. Oh. Fruitsandveggies.org. A pumpkin, from a botanist's perspective, is a fruit because it's a product of seed-bearing structure of flowering plants. But because pumpkins are less sweet and more savoury from a culinary perspective, we categorise them as a vegetable. So the answer is kind of. It's whatever the heck you decide it should be.
In order to collect a significant amount of joy from other people, I have to find ways to do something sufficiently challenging on their behalf.
I'm sure you'll be great at it, Sucrose.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Long story short, you want us to... Oh, that's pretty tough given that it's the Windblume Festival and all. Oh, I figured since you're such experienced travelers,
I
you
mean,
might have some ideas. But if
I
you
think
even
the idea we
feel
always
how
have
to
is just
approach
wander
this-
around till someone goes, "Oi, traveller, help me."
Yes, well, if she's in, then Paimon will help too.
Paimon will help with nothing.
Anyway, but if things don't work out, can Paimon still get that sweet madame? Oh, come on, traveler. This is a festival of gratitude and love, after all. How could you refuse?
This is just my reaction to like half of Paimon's dialogue.
Excuse me, Sucrose? Could I borrow you for a second? Package for you.
Collet!
Oh, sure. Be right back.
Bye, Sucrose.
Wait, is that who Paimon thinks it is? Let's go see.
Did I skip a line? I swear she's got a line where she says she's got like specific categories of people to help. Yep. Why has Majorie got Sucrose's package? Like, previously when she had a package, Timaeus had it. For the TCG. Yeah, more cards. Why has Majorie got it? Also,
And that's everything.
you now can't talk to Majorie. Let's go see Collet.
Collie, hey!
Or Collet. Collet? Hmm.
Oh, hey you guys. What are the chances? You were staring into space just now. Something the matter? No,
What?
don't worry. I'm fine.
What's the point of Collet's hood thing? Like... Is it just there to solely be a hood? Because, like, it ends at her shoulders, so it's not going to keep her warm, other than her shoulders. Is it solely so she has a thing to cover her hair when it rains? Am I thinking too much about a character's outfit again? Yeah, I suppose hood / shoulder wrap is probably the best answer. Collet! Oh, keep it up, Collet!
I was just looking at a Mondstadt children's book in the souvenir shop over there.
No, you weren't. You turned around and were looking upwards.
While I was flipping through it, a piece
Oh.
of paper fell out.
This
The
is
writing on it
what it was.
weird
Sorry, it was
and
Collet that had it,
mysterious.
not Sucrose.
Almost like a prophecy. If you can do these things, you may light the lantern of...
Utmost joy and
Utmost
receive of
joy
supreme
and
blessing.
And what does these... Find a flower that is not of this world. Find a guide who will never get lost. Find one who would never lie. Find a legend that never ends.
Also, I was trying to figure out what these are, and I can't really think of any. Because I was gonna say flower not of this world could be the traveller's flower, but I think it is technically from this world, kind of. And then the other thing I don't really get. But the real takeaway I got from this was Venti has too much free time. Like, it might not be him, but this feels very similar to the thing that Razor got in Westland Fest a few months ago. So I'm starting to think that Venti's just going around writing like cryptic puzzles because he's bored. Which, to be fair, I think all his appearances in canon recently, actually just generally in canon, are him turning up somewhere he's not supposed to be, being weird, and vanishing. You know, there's the poem from Westernfest, there's this prophecy, there was the wind thing from the Lantern Rite. That was just like, dude has too much free time on his hands. Might not be him, but it feels like it.
So, 4 things in total. Here, have a look. I asked a lady who owns the store about it, but she said that she didn't know anything about...
Perhaps we can ask a friend about this later. Even the Traveller is like, Venti, are you up to some bullshit again?
Hi there. Sorry to butt in, but what's the name of that storybook you just mentioned? Oh, it was called The Boar Princess.
We have that one. I've not read it.
That is strange. I've read that book. Do you know her?
I like that. Just... who the hell is this person and why are they talking to me? Which, I mean, that happens a lot in this game. People just walk up to conversations like, hello, I'm here now. And Colet's just like, maybe not.
First time undo the honors. Kale, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Aphonius.
And Sucrose, meet Cole.
Hello. Hi.
Yep. It's pretty much my reaction whenever I meet someone new.
This is getting awkward fast. So, Sucrose, what are your thoughts on this prophecy?
Can it be real?
Without...
She was trying to make a conversation effort and Sucrose just like, maybe.
But if you want my subjective opinion, I don't think that it's a nasty prank or anything.
I mean, who's gonna make a nasty prank, like a random prophecy? If it was gonna be a nasty prank, it would be nasty. They are very similar. You have Shy Girl from Mondstadt and Shy Girl from Sumeru. It's weird because, like, I don't feel like Cole is that shy, like, in the main Sumeru story. It might just be because, you know, she's in Mondstadt, which she's not been to in a very long time, and she's alone, whereas in Gadaranaville, in the forest, she knows the people. Yeah. I don't know that much about her history here. I have read a bit of the manga, but not the whole thing. But I have been spoiled slightly. So it's like, I understand she's not exactly comfortable in Mondstadt.
The only people who read children's books
And
are those
again,
with a childlike wonder and imagination.
new place, new people
Children, of
probably
course.
isn't exactly
I'm sure that
the
whoever wrote
best.
this prophecy, would they really do this just as— That's a great take. I love it. Exactly. Who would want to hurt a child's feelings?
I think a lot of people would want to hurt a child's feelings, especially if that child is being annoying. But I suppose this is a fictional world where all children are lovely.
Okay, so what do you think the blessing is, Sucrose? If I had to guess, maybe a fairy that can make people's wishes come true or something?
Ah yes, the magical wish fairy that everyone knows about.
I haven't read many fairy tales, so wow! Her guesswork is really good, though. I want to pick her brains, but will she find it annoying if I keep asking her questions?
Accurate internal dialogue.
We've only just met after all. What's the best thing to say to someone you're meeting for the first time?
Would you like to get the lantern of utmost joy?
Well, yes. I mean, if possible.
Is it just a very light lantern, right? Lantern.
Then, well, I'd wish for a better personality. Uh-huh. Huh? You can't waste it on that. You've got a great personality already. That's very kind of you. Kale! I know
Amber.
that voice.
How the heck did she see Collet from there?
Kale! Oh, you made good time, huh? You're way earlier than I spotted your green hair way off in the distance. Good thing my eyes are sharp, or I'd have missed you.
Amber, have you been doing well? Did you finish all the pita pockets I brought you last time?
Why did she pause after did you?
You bet. They're getting yummier each time you make them.
Ooh, pita pockets.
Wait, remind Paimon, have you been to Mondstadt before?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. A long time ago, I had a lot of help from a lot of people here in Mondstadt. So ever since my Elizar got better, I've been looking out for an opportunity to come back to Mondstadt and tell them
Good for
all the news.
you.
If it's okay with everyone, why don't I take...
Of course. Sure, go right ahead. I agreed to meet my traveling companions by the city gate in a few minutes.
Oh, that's all right. In that case, you guys go rest up. And I'll...
Oh, okay.
Why have you not
Traveler,
already asked for the
I'll
time
come
off
get her later and take her out.
when you know
Sure,
Collet's
no
coming?
problem. Awesome. See you...
I know she said she was early, but she can't be that early.
You all right there, Colin? I'm just feeling a little shy today.
A little shy.
Amber wants to introduce me. I've only met Sucrose, so I wish I had a little more. It's nearly time.
What? And now at the point where I've not seen the story already.
Useless.
Because it's not in a place that I very easily walk into every day. Gate. There we are. If I'm not, I know it's going to be Sino. Yeah, Sino and Tainari. Which
Why is this humble windmill such a great view?
feels like an odd, choice.
I mean, it's understandable. It must have been a long time since you last came to Mondstadt.
Sino's been to Mondstadt?
Because it is the true great Vayu Viastra.
General Sino. I'll be honest, I did not watch the trailer for this version. I read it was Windblume, saw who was on banner, and was just like, don't care. Which is weird, because the previous event I looked at went, oh, it's Lantern Light, and then watched the trailer and was like, Venti? I think the trailer just like didn't get recommended to me on YouTube, so I just never ended up watching it. Tainari.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me you don't get it. View, Vayu, and also Mahamatra, Vayu Vyastra? No?
Please, I did not sign up to do the Aranakya quest. I do not want the difficult to pronounce words.
Tainari, Sino, over here!
Whew, am I glad to see you. And who's this young lady?
Sucrose.
Masters, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Favoni. Sucrose, this is my teacher Tainari. He's a high—
Kale's exaggerating. I'm Tainari. Pleased to meet you.
So you have a teacher as well. The pleasure is all mine, Tainari, sir.
I like the different shades of green in their hair. Like, Cole's hair is a much more foresty green, while Sucrose's hair is a much more like wind green, if that makes sense. It's a really nice differentiation of the colour scheme between two regions. It's like the same colour, but very different shades.
Yep, he's extremely knowledgeable too. And this is General Mahamatra Sino of the Sumero Academia. He's really famous in Sumero as well.
Greetings. Though if I might say so, we're purely here for personal reasons. And Kale, there's no need to use my full title. Sino is fine.
Indeed. We're not here in an official capacity, just to keep Kale company on her vacation.
I really like the dark foresty tones of Sumeru.
Keep me company? But it was you two that insisted on coming.
I feel like the colour scheme has just gotten like darker as you go through the game. It's one stat starts nice and bright. Leeway has some like dark browns, but they're not like deep browns. Like some nice oranges. Inazuma is just like deep purple. And then Sumeru's, I don't know, Sumeru's got like a lot of different colours in it. It is very much this sort of foresty
Kale
green.
is very important to us. We felt obliged to ensure her safety on the long,
And then,
treacherous
like,
journey to Mondstadt.
Sandy sort of colours.
But I've been here on my own loads of times before.
Why does Cole's voice seem so familiar?
Nothing bad happens while the General Mahamatra's away.
There should be no issues. I have left my...
Oh, Sucrose. What were you saying about you having a teacher as well?
Is Sino even the Mahamatra at this point in the story? I suppose it doesn't matter because you were supposed to have done the main story by this point, so he would be in his position, but I was just like, wait a second.
I was just going to mention that I think we're in a somewhat similar situation. I'm an assistant to Mr. Albedo.
I suppose because
Mondstadt's
this is
genius
supposed to
alchemist.
take place after Sumeru's story quest, I can't blame the differences.
Please, Sucrose.
Oh,
Genius
Albedo.
is an unnecessary epithet. It will serve only to leave an exaggerated impression of me.
This
in
is
the minds
also
of our
another
guests.
character I constantly forget about. Probably because, from what I know, he has like two massive stories that were event limited, so I know nothing about him. Chief Alchemist and Captain of the Investigation Team. Why does that say Crader Prince?
Mr. Albedo. But it is.
I mean,
an
it makes
objective
sense we don't see a
truth.
lot of Albedo.
Hey, Albedo's here too.
But, you know, I do turn around and go,
So tell
oh,
me, Sucrose,
I remember
since
you,
your specialty
vaguely.
is bioalchemy, what do you know about the antitoxic properties of the calla lily?
Oh no. They're bonding over flowers.
Wait. Can we hold off on the nerdy topic for now? Paimon doesn't want to be left out. Oh, as it happens, I've studied the calla lily. I wrote a whole report on my findings. If you're interested, Mr. Tainari, sir. I can go.
We introduced the alchemist to the scholar.
We're supposed to be here on vacation, and you're already thinking about how to improve
See,
your
even
herbal
Sino's fed
medicines?
up with this.
Also, I thought we'd agreed to take on new identities for this trip.
What new identities?
Mine was Adventurer Sino, skilled desert explorer. Tainari's was technological consultant to the treasure hoarders, and Kale's was traveling musician.
Is Kale good at music?
Very much so.
Considering she had Elazar and thus couldn't move very well recently? I mean, I'm guessing that means she's going to be the one that gives us the drum event, because I know there's a drum event, but it's just like... Is she a good musician? The other ones I sort of get, and it's just like, doesn't really fit her.
I do wish some of the less cautious adventurers in the Avidya forest would consider coming to Mondstadt instead. What Philanimo mushrooms lack in texture, they make up for in not causing vomiting or diarrhea.
Venomine mushrooms, also known as the annoying mushrooms you need for Barbara.
Are you contemplating using some compounds from the calla lily?
Yes, I gathered a few on the way here, and my initial...
Okay, but as much as I don't... It takes a huge amount of experimental data to conclude. Add in the time for procurement and delivery of essential materials.
Oh no, even Albedo's getting interested.
Then please, allow...
Mr. Albedo.
Apologies for my tardy entrance. I understand you're looking to make an antidote for poisonous fungi, correct?
But you're standing right here. Why were you not invested in the conversation from the start?
If you happen to have some samples with you, or relevant documentation on hand, perhaps you might give me the chance to review them later. But before that, I invite the three of you to look...
Accommodations. Oh, I read multiple collection methods with wind and didn't continue the sentence. With wind comes glory. Isn't that just... Isn't that just Glory's... Oh, it's the shop. My brain for some reason was thinking that was the, Glory commission, and I was like, they don't want to be doing that.
Food and lodging arrangement. Were you quietly writing this up the whole time?
Impressive multitasking.
Hardly. Rather, I should apologize for interrupting a serious discussion between trained professionals. Nevertheless, I would encourage you to have a knowledgeable local arrange your detailed itinerary while you're in Mondstadt. Take a look.
This is too kind of you. These arrangements are quite excellent.
I like that. Oh. Sudden lighting change. You would hope they have already organised something, but I do recognise that some people are a lot less organised than me. I like to plan every single detail out, while I know other people like to go with the flow.
It looks great! Even Paimon feels like tagging along for the food and board.
You're not
That's
included.
why it's called tagging along.
Very comprehensive. The adventurer, technological consultant, and musician all approve.
Just one thing. We'd like the chance to cook as well. Why don't we
Cooking.
change the...
I'll help pitch the tents. I can help too. And Paimon will take her to Good Hunter to order some starters. Mondstadt's cold cut platter.
Great. Then Sucrose and I will bring the three of you to your inn.
Camping.
Hope you enjoyed the Windblume Festival.
It's probably just because the story's only just started, but I'm just like... This is meant to be the Windblume event, and yet... It doesn't feel very Windblume related. Because the main focus is on Sumeru characters coming to Mondstadt, which you could have just done without Windblume, especially since Collei doesn't seem to say that. Collei didn't really say that they were there for Windblume. She said she was there to see her friends. So it's just like, why is this Windblume?
Sure. Comment. Would you like anything else?
Do we, want anything else?
Sweet madame.
Hey, so Paimon will give you the sweet flower from that sweet madame as a Windblume.
So, very brief reference
Whoa.
to Windblume.
If that was a Windblume treat, then
I wonder how many.
And yet that's not actually like the focus of the story. Which like is fair, they don't have to make every Mondstadt event focused around Mondstadt characters. It just feels odd that they would do a Mondstadt event and then barely involve Mondstadt characters.
All right. Looks like we're all here.
Not at all. We just came early to set everything up,
Right.
since we happen to be
Sucrose and Albedo aren't really the first people you think of when you think Mondstadt
Collei
characters.
put up the tent so quickly, but still managed to talk. I didn't do much apart from.
it's all thanks to Master and Sino. They taught
What can I say? For a skilled adventurer, this is just another day.
Are you quite finished? Or were you going to sing each other's praises till the
I'm
moon
surprised he didn't
rises?
just say, "Are you
Come on,
are you
let's
done
all
with
sit
this
down.
roleplay yet?" Like,
That sunshine sprat was really very good. I didn't watch you cook it, but I believe that the prominent umami...
That's correct.
Let me think. The aroma
God,
was
they're
quite
even nerding
uniform.
out about food.
Unlike that of a spice blend, it was also unfamiliar to me. So I would venture that it was a Mondstadt specialty.
What do you mean putting a Mondstadt character on banner during a Mondstadt event? Like, honestly, it feels weird to have Daya and Shen here. Sino, I get he's in this event. Aika, I get they just released an outfit for her. Of course, they're gonna want to rerun her. But it would have made more sense to have done Aika last version, because that's when the outfit was on discount. Like, I feel like people aren't gonna want Scout Throne now because they're like, well, the outfit's full price again. So it's just like, why are these people here? Sino's the only one that really makes that much sense on banner. Shen has just like, it's been a long time, but it's been a long time for Eula. And you can't say they didn't want double cryo because they're still doing double cryo.
As far as edible Mondstadt plant species are concerned, small lamp...
That's right. I've long heard that Sumeru's fish with cream sauce here in Mondstadt were not quite as varied in their use of spices
Does
as in
his feet
Sumeru,
not touch the floor?
but the principle of bringing certain distinct flavors to the forefront.
I liked it a lot. I'm curious as to the...
I'll write a copy of the recipe for you.
Barely anyone's feet touches the floor. How massive are these chairs? I hope the chairs stay though. I want to see what Yao Yao looks like on it.
Anyone like to try the nutrient-dense meal?
I'll have some.
What about you, Collei? It doesn't look like you've eaten very much.
no. I just don't eat a lot normally.
Why are the chairs so tall?
Sorry. I didn't mean.
Tainari. While we were on the road, we spotted
Which day was this?
just after passing through Stonegate.
Sino, are you sure your eyes were working that day? Or maybe your hood was blocking your... Paimon always flies. There's no way she'd ever walk.
Yeah, Paimon's lazy. She wouldn't walk.
Is that right? I thought that you'd made me snacked on too many local
Was that supposed to be a joke? I've never heard Sino's jokes before, but if that was a joke, that sucked.
No?
Oh, ground nuts.
As in ground up,
Oh.
but also the ground? Ground nuts make you fall to the ground.
I realised a second before he explained. Dear God, whoever wrote that, well done, that was awful.
Think of this as part of the process of getting to know Sino. The bright side,
Still, we could test the hypothesis.
Oh. Jokester, meet person who doesn't understand jokes.
What hypothesis?
That plant species indigenous to Mon.
Hey! Paimon's not your test anyway. By your logic, wouldn't that mean that eating, say, Zaitun peaches, that would make a sick Paimon peachy in no time or something?
Lavender melons would have no effect on a flying lavender melon.
Hey! Not you too!
I think the Traveler and Paimon's conversations are more entertaining than Sino's jokes.
They are till Paimon gets
Ah,
too much into it.
I see. You must have been keeping quiet about this grievance for quite
How
some time
dare
now.
you not like my jokes?
You seem much cheerier now that you're here in Mondstadt, Sino.
That's because I'm Sino the Adventurer. It's not?
None of it was funny.
in fairness, you only saw him in his work mode while you were in Sumeru. He's actually like this most of the time when he's in a good mood.
Yep, it's true. Sometimes when he's eating, he'll grumble about how the bowl is too shallow for the amount of food it contains and other random stuff.
I understand. Then allow me to
Yeah, so that's another thing he does. He'll keep repeating something he thinks is funny until you stop trying to resist.
Yeah, I stopped trying to resist like 4 lines of dialogue
two
ago.
different mental states, almost like different
Sucrose
phases of
snow.
matter. Interesting.
I think in your case, the two states we would end up with would be highly conscientious sucrose and stupefied sucrose. Oh, by the way, was there any
Oh, well, Lisa once told me that the Windblume Festival is one of
Oh, we're
Mondstadt's
making the
biggest events of
Windblume
the year.
relevant again, are we?
I wanted to take this opportunity to give everyone a Windblume as a token of.
Plus, it was a good chance for Kale to get out and meet some new people.
Kale Lily.
What?
Kale's Windblume.
No.
Maybe she should call it a Kale Lily. It sounds very Mondstadt. There's also cauliflower, which would technically make more sense. But somehow it does.
What about a collie wheel Esther?
Moving swiftly
Or
on.
wind wheel collie?
Wow. He just completely ignored the joke and carried on the conversation. Guess sometimes that's the only way forward.
I like how everyone gets the exact same look when Sino starts speaking. It's just... Dude, no. Absolutely not. Shut that door.
Sumeru's been through some major changes. I don't get many opportunities to take a vacation. And this was a chance to join Kale on her trip while also learning a few things about Mondstadt's flora
See?
and fauna.
Tainari doesn't
And
care
I'll be
about
able
it
to
being
pass on
Windblume,
my
he's just
fears
here for Kole.
Hey, Sino.
I came to ensure
And
Kale's
Sino's
safe.
also just here for Kole.
Here's an excuse. Like,
Also, there's the matter of a Genius Invocation TCG custom-made card back.
Priorities. I don't think we've got an exclusive card back though. I want this exclusive card back.
Have you all played Genius Invocation TCG before?
Yes, we did it last
And
time.
that is why I am proud to call you my friend. When I first began contemplating getting a new card back, I asked around before eventually deciding
Collect
to ask
100
the legendary
Cecilias.
Mr.
Just
Calx
go to
for guidance.
Star Snatch Cliff. You'll have it done within a few days.
A friend of mine, Sawada, whom I played cards with on occasion, had been to Inazuma for the Irodori Festival.
The
He
Irodori
told me
Festival.
that Calx was a Mondstatter, so I should try my luck there.
Calx?
You mean he's a friend of yours?
I recognise the name, but I don't know who it is.
I see. So, you
Oh.
came to Mondstadt in search of Calx.
That's Albedo, isn't it? I'm remembering things from the Irodori Festival. Xingqiu is... I've forgotten his name, but that writer dude, Venti, accidentally nearly gave up his identity during Lantern Rite. And Albedo is an artist under the name Calx. It's coming back to me. Also, Venti and Ayaka were there. So was Ascara. They were just there.
No, that is inaccurate. I came here
You most certainly did not. College.
Not only me,
If my writer friend were here now, I'm sure he would describe
Xingqiu.
this curious coincidence as having the makings of a good story. It's always a pleasure to meet a fan.
Oh, he's just straight up admitting it.
Oh, here he comes.
Wait, you mean you're Mr. Calx?
Having my new friends address me by my pen name.
Huh. So you're Calx. Sino's been talking about you non-stop recently. He's intent on getting you to design a bespoke card back for him.
Plant-themed card back.
You didn't have to say all that.
I don't usually take private commissions, but I believe that we are friends now, all of us. Our conversations have been deep and interesting.
Deep
And
and
Sino,
interesting, also known
your
as we talked
passion
about
for this
flowers
game
for a
is
bit, so
indeed one of
you're
a
my
kind.
friends.
I can see it in your eyes.
Oh, that's an emote. Like, it's not loading properly for me. And then I looked at, like, the stream replay and I could see the emote and was just like, oh! That's what that's supposed to look like. Not just Ariwa. Sino is deeply passionate for TCG. He had this whole dramatic reasoning for coming to Mondstadt.
Obviously.
And given that you've come all this way from
Wow, your teacher's so nice.
I feel the same about yours. Well, they definitely have different personalities, but they're similar when it comes to their character.
I tend to have chat up on my tablet just because it's easier, and Twitch Mobile does not like different, like, fancy emotes and stuff. It also doesn't like letting me moderate. Twitch Mobile just has some jank to it.
So, how much should I budget for the timeless masterpiece you will produce for me?
Surely timeless masterpiece is something of an overstatement.
Any artwork fit to appear on the reverse of my card decks is by definition a timeless masterpiece, even if I do say so myself.
Don't mind him. These TCG nut jobs are all like this.
No, I think that's just Sino being weird.
I see. So, this has an almost religious significance.
Don't ask for more jokes,
Well,
Albedo,
For
please.
starters, I'd like to hear a few more of your
Ooh,
jokes.
spinny.
My jokes? You like them?
I do.
Really? I didn't see you laughing.
Yeah, well, the joke's ability to induce laughter is a separate matter, but I certainly find them fun.
A lame joke doesn't have to be funny, it just needs to be really lame.
If I might interrupt, does anyone else smell something strange?
Sucrose has burnt it.
My nutritional meal!
Will it be okay? Should we go over?
Why? Also, why the heck is this fire pit over here when there's another one in the centre?
Only the base is burned.
Good thing Tainari's nose is so sharp. Has he been in this kind of situation a lot before?
I wonder if he has. I feel like Cole's quite forgetful.
I know, it's... Oh, yes. Kale seems a little... depressed. Remember that note I was just thinking. I want...
Oh, yeah!
Exactly. Maybe she'll be willing to breathe in. As much as I'd like to make progress
Breathe into
in
my
research,
test tube.
I'd prefer to see her smile.
Alright, we'll help.
You will? Then tell...
I know how I can find out.
Alright.
Let's go see that motherfucker.
Oh, what a shame. You just missed a joke about windmills.
Stop, please.
That bad, huh?
Didn't you say you want to see the Dragon of the East?
Tomorrow morning. And you?
I'll go into the mountains to have a stroll and collect a few
Oh,
plants. as
Divalin.
samples.
Oh, perhaps I could join you?
This is like Dragon
I'll
of
be
the East.
looking-
Who?
Found you.
You lot. Okay, that's just... That's just rubbing salt in the wound. Oh, that's cruel.
I knew I was onto something as soon as I saw the fire.
Wow, you have really sharp eyes.
They had the audacity to put Eula in the event story and not put her
That's
on
an
banner.
outsider for you.
Why is the inside of a cloak like yellow? Yeah, whatever.
Uh-oh. Did we break the fire safety rules or something?
Actually, you didn't. Strictly speaking, you should have reported your plans first. But since two of our very own, introductions. I'm Amber, and this is the Reconnaissance Company Captain Eula, a good friend of mine.
Imagine having played the game at a point when Eula was out. I have not had the opportunity to scout for Eula.
Good evening. You are friends of Kale, yes? A pleasure to meet you.
Oh, I like her eyes.
Oh, Amber and Eula. The pleasure is ours. I've heard a lot about...
Oh, really? All positive?
You asked that last time, too. Of course it was positive.
I'd say. We hear the latest news about you every time you write to Kale.
Hmm.
Glad to know we've made a good impression so far. Come on, Kale. We're gonna...
Great.
You're not gonna invite the rest
Still
of
as
them
high
along?
energy as always. Yes, we've met. She's Kale's most important friend. And for that, we are also very grateful to her.
Vex, do you want me to stick the camera on Xiao for 5 minutes? Like, keep bragging about your Eula and I will be bragging about Xiao.
That's Amber for you. Her outgoing personality means she can make friends with just about anybody.
Why is my hand so low resolution?
It's getting late.
All right.
Oops.
I'll start...
You're gonna get the tone-deaf bard to check out that note, aren't you?
Yep, I definitely think it was him.
Guess knowing him, he should be hitting the taverns around. We can go corner him and...
I mean, I think he'd be hitting the taverns at any point during the day. It doesn't necessarily have to be evening. But like, I read that note the first time and was just like, this is Venti again. Because it annoys you, Vex. Come on, Venti.
Oh, it's been a while.
It's been like 2 weeks. Is it within Lantern, right?
Paimon called it. Tone deaf bar, drinking as usual. Put your drink down and get your game face on. We've got.
Okay.
So, what do you make of it?
Aren't you forgetting something? It's the Windblume Festival right now. You can't just go around asking people
God.
for help so blatantly.
That's definitely Venti.
Well, if you won't tell us the answer.
Sounds to me like you want a hint or two.
And a blessing or two.
A fine answer. The person who wrote this prophecy is very powerful. If you manage to solve the riddle, good things are sure to happen. Also, I happen to know where this lantern is. Once you've found the 4 things, I'll even write the location down for you. Isn't that generous of me?
This is simultaneously why I both love and hate Venti as a character. Like, he uses his time to make people happy, but he does it in such infuriating ways.
You can get back to.
Oh, woe is me. Paimon sees me as nothing more than a drunk. There are actually a great many things that we bards are. Once this is over, would you like to join me for, you know, a favor for a favor?
Yeah, that was about as much help as I expected him to give.
A valiant endeavor.
Or, given the way that you're staring at me, perhaps I, of course, would be most amenable to that. But I believe. Don't worry, there'll be plenty of time during.
Body and mind.
That Venti side quest was about as useful as expected.
A flower that is not of this world.
Sucrose! We've got some good news and some bad news. Which would you like to hear first?
I always like the bad news first.
Let's have the bad
Hey.
news first, I guess.
Huh? Really? Don't most people usually want to hear the good stuff first?
Now, if you hear the bad stuff first, you then feel better because of the good stuff.
Oh, alright then. Basically, we went to Windrise to find the breeze.
Oh, is that what we're calling it now?
The wind said that the prophecy is real and that your ideas are really.
That doesn't sound like bad news.
Paimon ate the bad news! Blame Sino. If it's not funny, then it's his fault.
It's now back to. I was thinking about the flower that is not of this world. It could mean a human cult. So the initial question is, can the. But then, supposing we identified something outside of that category.
You're
Whoa,
overanalyzing this,
Okay.
Sucrose.
I did have one other line of thought as well. What about a flower created using
I do
Pokemon?
remember Albedo making
Would
that. Was
be
that
not
during
of
his
this world?
story quest?
Albedo may know the answer. It would render our search for the.
Could it be the Windblume?
Oh, now that you mention it.
No, a Windblume is
that's
definitely of this
a
world.
possibility.
It's not technically a real flower, but it's definitely a Mondstadt thing.
The Windblume doesn't refer to a specific flower, in which case, the Windblume. I've made a note.
Yay! Paimon was actually useful this time! Guess we have that
Even
secret
broken
answer
clock is
thing,
right
huh?
twice a
I
day.
need some time to prepare.
Sure thing. In the but,
I originally wanted to leave it as, but you're right, Paimon. I'll need to be careful how I word it. All right.
Part 1 complete. Hey, we can do part 2. I was just like, has it been long enough? Oh, that's a really nice bit of art. I love the Mondstadt splash art. It's like, the really nice like light shades of blue with flowers and wind, just it's so nice. Suppose we could activate some of these side quests. We're all in the same place. Camera, please. It's the boring picture taking event, the rhythm game, which would only be fun on mobile, and the chasing balloons event. Like, considering how like unique the storytelling thing from the Leeway Lantern Rite was, I'm kind of disappointed by the selection of Windblume things. Do I even have a camera? I have a special camera, but I don't think I have an actual camera. Oh, he's giving me a camera. Good. Storm Terror's lair. And don't tell me that's Dragonspine. I've not gone to Dragonspine yet. That's a nice looking camera. Lizzie, give me the drum. I can measure up to bards. The windsong lyre, the floral zither of a festive drum. Well, I've used the festive drum for the Great Arataki Drumming Festival, and it was like, eh. I'm probably not... knocking things over, not fun. There we go. I'm probably not too underleveled for Dragonspine. I just haven't had a reason to do it yet. I have procrastinated. Because it's a long quest. The festive drum... I don't know about the zither. I'm gonna do the lyre. Tuning phase. Ah, lag calibration. That's... That's a heck of a calibration. Oh, it's just different colours. Right. Let's give it a try. I'm used to playing mobile rhythm games. I'm not sure how good I'm going to be PC. I can't hear the music. I can barely hear the music. I don't think it's in time with the notes either, despite the fact that we did the calibration. Hey, pretty good. It would help if I could have heard the damn music. I really want to just tease you with Eula, don't they? Okay, I already have the volume quite high, it's just really quiet. That ploughing. Let's go kill some balloons. That's quite the story that I don't care for. We must avoid ersatz balloons. Let's go. Oh, that's the library. I thought for a second that was D-Luke's place and was just like, he's let this happen? Doors? Oh, preparation. This is a nice room. Let me out. Oh. Can't use character abilities. Would make things so much easier if I could just use Yao's E. Ooh, the next area. This better not come down the corridor. Of course it came down the corridor that I was in. And grab these. And then this one, and we run back to this thing. Oh, there's one I've missed. Quick. Let's grab the orb. I don't know if I'll need it. Oh. Where did this dude come from? Guess I did need it. maybe they respawn. Could just respawn, that's probably what it was. Ooh. Massive AoE. What the heck is that? Get it, get it. Dang it. I lost a life. Still, 5,500 points isn't bad. Especially when the requirement was 4,000. I don't want the dragon spine pictures, please. Main gate. Ah, the statue. And Cider Lake. Those are all fairly easy photos to take. Yes, I know how a camera works, thank you. Confirm. Elemental skill. That's a terrible photo, but I don't care. Stanley looks so grumpy. I've sort of gotten used to depressed Stanley by this point. Xiao standing in one stat like, what the fuck is this? Why am I not teleporting? Actually, can I? No. Sometimes the event things let you teleport to them and they're so much nicer when they do.
Useless.
I feel like this photo taking point might be against the rules of the Knights of Favonius for being a dangerous place. Photo. That was easy. So this is why it feels weird that there's a photo event in this event. Because most photo events, or most main version events, you know,
just standing around.
take you a while to do. But the photo events are just like 5 minutes going to every location, then you're done. Oh. Less time had passed than I thought.
Today's the day!
Now we go.
Meet up with Sucrose.
Let's grab the mushroom on the way past, so when I try and build Barbara, it's not going to be as hellish. Stop climbing. Sucrose! Oh.
Sucrose, we're here!
I prefer it when I get caught in a cutscene mid-flight.
Oh, Traveler, Paimon. Ah, and Kale just passed by a moment ago. Apparently, Tainari and Sino both went out, but she stayed
How's
not too bad.
progress?
After reviewing it again with fresh, I believe that each of the 4 things in the prophecy refers to a different field of knowledge.
Eee.
So, in a way, the prophecy is a test of the reader's intelligence.
Never mind, I don't think Venti made this. It's far too complicated for him.
But it's unlikely for any one person to have expertise. Also, in 2 out of the 4
It's like the
areas,
prophecy's clearly
the
at seek
prophecy
out
seems to
4
want us to
people to
find
do this,
specific
like
people.
the Wesseling Fest
It may even
prophecy.
turn out that the people themselves are the answers.
So it sounds...
Exactly. I think we can go through each.
Alright, then let's start from group 1.
Personally, I would
Botanists.
still go with Albedo for this one. Alchemy is the most like.
Exactly! You're the...
Huh?
Oh, but what about Tainari?
All right. I'll add him to the list as well. On to group 2. This subject is a guide who will never get lost.
That's kind of abstract.
Wait, but they have to be able to guide others too.
Mona?
Oh, you mean Mona?
Mona. Yes. She certainly seems
I
very
forget Mona
confident.
exists sometimes.
Bennett count?
Bennett always gets lost.
Well, his luck's so bad that as long as you go in the opposite direction from him, you'll always
That's
be
true.
going the right way, right?
I see.
Add him to the list.
I know.
Yeah, she would. She's got a great sense.
Yes.
Is there anyone else?
Let me think. Albedo once made a set of equipment for Mika from the reconnaissance company.
Oh, Mika.
He's their surveyor and an
I forgot
exceptional
that's-
pathfinder.
That's the one character I want to get, despite the fact that he's a cryopolarm instead of a catalyst, but he's a new character. I like getting new characters,
He's even instructed others in the discipline of surveying
but I've
before.
very bad
So,
4-star
in my
luck.
view, he's
as well as
highly unlikely to
5-star
lose
luck.
his way.
Cool. Another one.
Wait. Kale should have been.
Oh, you wanna go?
Face. What's Anthony doing? I was gonna say, Anna's healed. Why is she still here? Because I can get there at any point in the standard banner in the future. I got Tainari as soon as the version he was on, as soon as he got added to the standard banner. I'm not pulling for Dea. I also do not have the pre-mace for this.
Hi, Kale. Hope we're not intruding or anything.
Sucrose! Is it time already?
Frantically hiding gifts.
Don't worry. The Traveler and I only just met up.
Thank you.
So let's pick up where we.
Next up is the 3rd line. One who would never lie.
Luke.
You really think so? Seems like it would be pretty difficult for someone
He
in his
literally
position to
lies about
avoid
being the
having to
Dark
lie.
Knight. What's his face? I suppose he doesn't specifically lie about it. Yeah, Thea has potential. Like, looking at her kit, I looked at it and went, that could be like a Pyro Raiden if they didn't deliberately make it terrible. Ah yes, his secret alter ego.
Then what about Kaya? He's the cavalry captain and a rather popular figure, but...
Kaya not lying.
You think there's something fishy about him too, huh?
I
can't help but agree with you there.
There's the tone-deaf bard.
No, he
But on second thought, he wouldn't tell
he
if I
doesn't
either.
necessarily lie,
He talks way too much
but he
nonsense.
doesn't tell you the truth either.
Is there anyone acting Grandmaster Jean? She has a good... For example, when Lisa also, she sometimes makes up stories to get...
White lies are still lies. No, we're the ones.
Rosaria doesn't strike me as the type of person to lie. Oh, Kale. You probably haven't met her yet. She stopped by the alchemy. I thought maybe she was trying to find him for work or something. A lot of people might have given a more tactful justification. That's
Yeah,
why I didn't think...
Rosaria's
Rosaria doesn't
definitely
look
a
like the sort of person
I'm
you'd wanna
gonna
get
tell
into
you
a
if I
fight
hate you
with.
straight up.
Maybe she just fights her way out of situations that some people might lie to get out of.
I can definitely see that. I've also heard the other sisters say that Rosaria doesn't even make
She's a tough cookie, huh?
In that case, I think Sino fits in this list too.
You know, it's been a long time since they made an absolutely dreadful character. It just unfortunately happened to be someone who's got a pretty cool design. And is fairly decent lore-wise, and they've just turned around and been like, huh? No. It's like, couldn't they just have made her a 4-star? Then she would have been somewhat decent.
True. Lie's probably more. Oh, and Paimon also nominates Razor. Bet he couldn't lie to save his life.
Razor wouldn't know how to lie.
I've also got someone else in mind. No,
Well,
Alrighty, right here.
wait. There's one more person. You know, our long-standing staffer. at the
brand new
alchemy bench.
rarity for the game, 3-star. I suppose not completely a brand new rarity, but a brand new character rarity.
Huh? You mean Tomato?
Yes, him. Truth be told, he swore that he wouldn't say a dishonest word.
Timaeus has a.
Yes, that.
Well, who is it?
I've never met her. All I know is that she's from Liyue. Timaeus says
Fun,
that she's
great
fun,
personality,
has a
very,
great
very good looking
personality,
from Liyue.
and is very, very good looking.
Shenhe? Like, try and rope her into it? Oh no. See, the second I heard she was on the standard banner, I was just like, yeah, she's useless. She's useless. But I mean, at least it gives me a version I can actually just like save my primos for and not scout for anyone. So the only one I'm kind of tempted for is Shenhe. Just because, you know, it's been a year since she was last run. But then again, Venti had nearly a year before he was run, and then he's been rerun like 3 times within the past, like, 4 months or something. So I feel like now she's getting a rerun, she'll probably get a few. Hopefully, like, Shenhe, Hu Tao, and ideally Eula won't just be sent straight back into the void. You've been playing this game for too long. I've only been playing for a year. So all these characters who didn't get banners for a year, I don't have.
Since we're on the topic, helping Timaeus win the lady of his dream?
But how can we help with that?
I don't know. Make sure he uses...
Yeah. I had the same situation.
Yep, that sort of thing exactly. Oh,
A
also,
fridge!
I helped him with some of the groundwork for one of his research projects. He must have appreciated it, because he gave me a refrigeration
I
device
like
that he's been
Shenhe's
developing
design,
as a thank you
apart from
gift.
her little boob thing. I have loads of characters that I pulled because I liked them and I was just like, I don't care about you. Like, I use Venti solely because I like him more than I do Kazuha. I know Kazuha's better, but I like Venti. I mean, I just used them both on the same team, but it's not exactly a brilliant team.
Is it any good?
Sounds like it.
Alright.
Okay, so last of all, we have a legend that never ends.
The Legend of the
Anyone
Dark
come
Knight
to mind
Hero?
for-
Lisa, perhaps? A librarian understands books.
When I think about
Maybe Kale. She read a lot.
Oh, of course you do. I'll put you on the
Majori?
list. I prefer
Majorie?
to read things like an Klee might be a good choice.
Alright then. Clem.
Well, that should just about do it.
Do we have to ask?
It is.
Okie doke.
Also, I've
No problem. We can do
you and the Traveler are practically
capable Kale and sensible sucrose.
okay.
Rest assured that the unbeatable.
I feel like Venti would be a good person for a legend that never ends. I suppose there's no reason to bring that up
From the person with the most defined stronghold.
for those who, you know,
so let's go
don't
to the library.
know
Lisa should be there.
about him.
Sold. How about
Oh,
Stand clear.
we are sucrose now.
Absorption test. Here we are. Oh no. That was Lisa.
Lisa's lair.
Might I ask if Huh?
Is she not here? Yeah. When does Lisa ever actually do her work? Like, the only time she's done her work is in, like, her story quest.
Kale, what are you doing here?
I can only sucrose that they were Kale-ing on someone. At least that's as far as I know.
I'm dreading doing his story quest now.
Please, just stop it with these puns. I
Even
beg
Tainari's fed up.
Are you trying to win worldwide fame for unfunny jokes?
is Lisa not here at the moment?
Surprising, isn't it? She went out.
Except me. I'm not here for information. Like you, I came here for an abortive search for the librarian.
Oh. So you
That's right. Her mentor and
Wow. That's cool.
Oh? What sort?
Prophecies.
I see.
But there's no rush. You don't need to answer right away. We're just here to
The
Sucrose mailbox.
I was thinking about it on the way. So, I decided to place... We don't have to call it the Sucrose mailbox, though. It could just...
I think in this case, we can just go with your quick answer off the top of your head.
Sounds like a good solution.
Agreed. Certainly when it comes to discerning whether someone is a liar.
Understood. Once we...
Thank you all so much. Okay, let's tick them off the list and carry on working our way down.
Our...
I'm pleasantly surprised to see those two introverts getting along so well.
Introverts always get along well because they both know the other does not like social
Do you get the
situations.
feeling that Kale's return to Mondstadt has an...
Yes, I'd noticed that.
Traveling and meeting old friends are... And isn't rediscovering one's youth while revisiting old haunts a worthwhile pursuit?
When I first met Kale, but things are different now.
Kale is a very sensitive and introverted child. I'm
They
sure
sound
you
like
must have
two
noticed
very
that
proud
too, Albedo.
dads.
From the time she's been in my care, I've observed that she's actually a very lively character by nature. But she...
So, might I assume that your respective claims of looking for plants and art...
I wouldn't say that. Both Kale and Genius Invocation TCG are very important to
Again,
me.
Would it
priorities.
really kill you to just say yes?
Fine. Yes. We came out of...
Well, it won't hurt to give her some...
Sounds like an extension of your own self-confidence as your teacher.
You could say that. In a similar vein,
It genuinely
I've
is
heard
just the
that
proud
serial
father
killers often build
conversation.
their social relationships based on their
I suppose it might look like that from your perspective. As such, academic resources equate to social capital. It is not, but the relationship between the three of us is not a...
Oh, so The academic paper is the...
I would think of us more as siblings. An equal...
As much as
I can understand that position. What you described fits the idea of a city of learning, as I imagine it. The family... By the way...
let's not go down this rabbit hole.
In terms of age, I'm the eldest, of course. He just doesn't want to
Okay,
admit
now
it.
it's turned into sibling
But
bickery.
your mental age is younger than that. I dare say even by enough to be the youngest sibling. Perhaps I could bring Kale into this happy family to be your elder sister.
No. You will never see me admit to being the youngest sibling.
Except for the young sibling benefits. Like her didn't even bring up being the middle child.
Guess we'll leave Kali and Sucrose to it. Let's try our luck at the bulletin. A lot of people tend...
Bulletin board. There's a bulletin board? Where the heck's the bulletin board? Oh, Adventurers Guild.
Nice! Just as we hoped! There's a load of people here.
Bennett, Razor, Lisa, Mika.
Huh? Even Lisa's here.
Like, Adventurers Guild, Adventurers Guild. Lisa!
Hey there, Traveler in Paimon. It's been a while. How have you
That's
been?
his Razor part of the Adventurers Guild? He's an adventurer.
We've been doing pretty well.
You look surprised, cute. Teacher is not at the usual place.
Oh, please. It's not as if I'm glued to my chair. I like to get out for a little fresh air every once in a while.
So not doing work.
Nick is here today, so I thought it'd be a good time to introduce him to Bennett and Razor. They're all out and about quite often, so it's helpful for them to get to know one another.
Hello, everyone.
Good to see you again.
My name is...
Despite the fact we technically... Ooh, I've hit the mic. Well, in fact, I don't think we've technically met in this universe.
Look, no need to be so formal. We've known them for ages.
Because we met at the Westland Fest.
Windblume.
Actually, we haven't gotten to the fun part yet.
A prophecy?
A good one or...
A bad one.
Gosh,
I can't believe I made it onto your list of...
Believe in yourself. Right. Believe in yourself. You're a...
Okay, then in that case, I'll step up and present my thoughts on the matter.
That's why we've got the Sucrose
Tell us all of your
mailbox.
thoughts right here and now. Sucrose said she'll...
a meticulous and efficient plan. Yep,
Sounds like
that
Sucrose.
I will think also.
You still have other people on your list that you need to go see,
Can
right?
Razor
We should leave you to
read
it.
and write?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, bye for...
Presumably Lisa's taught him how to, but...
If we don't find any familiar faces...
You know.
Oh, you're working so hard.
Oh. We're just switching. It's Stormbearer Mountains.
Where to next? Let me check my notes. Huh, this way.
All that's there is like that
Got it.
Hilly-Child Tower and some Valberries. I suppose that could be Rosaria. Wait, no. That's not even the bit I was thinking of. The bit I was thinking of is Stormbearer Point. I mean, this area has Valberries as well. And Hilly-Chills. Oh, it's Eula, Amber and Clee. That's not who I expected. Oh, and Noelle.
It's our
She
lucky
just
day.
hadn't loaded.
There's several people. Amber? Wow, and
Eula's with her too.
Oh, it's Sucrose! And Clee also spies. The girl with the long scarf.
Scarf.
Kale, we were just talking about you. Ah, right. I don't think you've been introduced to Noelle before. Kale,
Maid.
This is Noelle, maid of the Knights of...
Nice to meet you, Kale. I missed you the last few times.
Oh, nice
Yeah,
to
that's
meet
not a
you too,
scarf.
Noelle. My name is Kale. You
I suppose
are that...
other things there connected.
Relax, you two. There's no need to be so courteous. We're not on some kind of diplomatic mission here.
That's just raised even more questions about this. It's like, it's a hood, a capelet, And a scarf.
Klee, what are you doing here?
Why?
Are you planning to blast some fish?
Nope. Klee's on patrol with the other knights.
Huh. Now that you mention it, it looks like everyone here is a Knight of Favonius except for...
I'd heard that there was a very young knight in the ranks, but it's still a surprise to see with my own eyes.
Yeah, I'm surprised she's not in detention. Or grounded.
I'm a trainee forest ranger in the Avidia Forest. It means I'm not officially a fully
Oh, you're just like me.
Technically, though the distinction is hardly relevant.
Don't panic, Kale. Just pick a topic
Don't
and enjoy
panic.
the conversation.
Let me guess.
Yep, a few folks from Sumeru have come to visit.
Amber.
Sorry. At least I...
Oh no.
Speaking of nice surprises...
What kind of surprise?
Tell me.
I'm saved. Secret.
I'm saved.
What an interesting... So essentially, you're gathering...
Thank you so much, you.
Anytime.
There's no need to answer right away.
I'll drop something in there for sure.
Not a bomb.
Nice idea. I think we can all commit to writing a note. We'll see what we can come up with.
I don't trust Klee.
Don't worry, you can count on us. But
What route are you taking?
we started in the Stormbearer Mountains, and we'll...
No. There's a...
Oh.
See you later.
I would not trust Klee when she says she's going to drop something somewhere. Oh, we're not immediately switching.
Are you okay, Kale?
I mean, you probably will get where you want to be. You might... Like, you might be risking your health by doing it, but you'll get there.
Was it?
No, not at all.
So that means it was obvious.
Whatever's bothering you.
Thanks, Sucrose. Well,
But really?
we are. Amber's... I don't know. I guess the first time I came to Mondstadt, I was really immature. I didn't want to let people in, and I was... Without Amber, I might not even be here today. And because of that, I really look up to her. I think of it after trying and looking back, it seems silly that I ever thought...
Aw, Kale.
Why?
Sucrose? Would it be okay if I told you a bit about my past?
No manga spoilers. I haven't read it yet. I suppose this is a good way to bring in Kole's story now that she's actually been added without telling people, go read the manga. Oh, no. Okay, they are just go read the manga and you.
I already knew bits and pieces about her. But still, why did she have to go
Surprise, you know
through all
more
that?
than I do, probably.
I'm sorry. We've only just met and I'm all...
No, it's fun. People don't open up about their deepest feelings unless they really... And, I mean... But even so, you still listen to me when I talk my head off about alchemy. If you hadn't told me all of those things...
Real?
Yeah. All the feelings that you talked
Introverts
about just
bonding
now.
over being
I
introverts.
totally get it. When you were saying about how you try to think about what to say in advance, and you're
But Sucrose,
constantly
please.
terrified of saying the wrong thing and making things awkward. In
Words.
fact, before meeting you,
I don't dislike Sucrose or anything, she just rambles a lot.
and I'm not gonna tell you to just get over it or stop worrying about it.
Aww,
Sucrose has stopped talking.
look at that
For some
lovely
reason,
image.
This doesn't feel awkward. In Sumeru, I always like to find a quiet place to just sit. Mondstadt's breeze is so gentle and soft.
Hey, Kale. See that cloud over there? Then,
Thank you, Sucrose.
yeah. It helps a lot, doesn't it? I also...
Your
Two of my favorite things I've made.
Oh, okay.
I brought some crackers with me.
Sure.
Tomato
I'll try the
crackers?
cheese one.
enjoying the scenery together.
You what, Sucrose?
Shall we go play with them?
No, it's fine.
We're not what Kale needs right now. I don't. There is. You'll understand once you're a little older, Klee.
Oh, now we're going to Star Snatch Cliff, also known as Cecilia Heaven. That's the only reason I come here, is for the Cecilias. I don't even have Venture on this account, and yet I still obsessively collect Cecilias. So once he gets a rerun, and I actually have Primos to pull him, I will have the materials. Let's see who we're gonna meet.
Star Snatch Cliff!
We made it!
Help! Oh, I beg you, please don't let go!
Oh, Timaeus. And Rosaria.
Let's hurry.
Cecilia.
Timaeus? And we also have Rosaria
And
and
Mona.
Mona? What kind of mishmash ensemble is this?
Yeah, this is a weird combo.
Question. What kind of a motley crew is this?
It's been a
Mona.
while, traveler.
Greetings. Happy Windblume.
You two are looking pretty good.
Yep, we're definitely faring a lot better than this poor guy on the ground.
Hey, please don't rub salt in my wound.
Oh, you're one to talk.
Ah.
If this sister hadn't grabbed you in time, then you would have been seriously hurt, if not dead.
I know. I really am grateful, miss.
Why is Mona
I
trying to
can't
act
Don't
all like
mention it.
refined?
Just lending a hand.
Quite literally. And had she not lent him a hand and pulled him up, he...
What happened?
Well, so what actually happened was I came
He
to
also
Star
came for
Snatch
some
Cliff today
Cecilias.
But you still came up here and...
Well, yes, I did.
Oh, I hardly think giving flowers to your crush is worth throwing one's life away for.
It's rare to run into someone with a death wish in this area.
What is that thing attached to Rosaria's arm? Is it a weapon? Is it another weird bit of outfit?
I don't have a death wish. I just didn't think. I'm telling you, I'm just here.
Okay, that explains...
I was looking for a quiet place to escape the crowds.
So that's why the scryglass just showed danger instead of fatal danger.
Very fun.
Just trying our luck.
Cecilia's.
We've got a lot of people
And
we need
people,
to
but
see today, so
Cecilia's.
we've been all over.
Huh?
Oh good, we don't have to listen to dialogue explaining it again.
So
I can't believe there's a prophecy like this, let alone that I have a part to play in it.
I suppose. I don't know what Prayer Babe looks like.
Oh,
Hey
I
look, it's
guess
the
this
secret
means
island.
everyone will I came here because I wanted to give some Cecilias to the girl I love.
No one asked. Please, do not subject us to your gushing about your girlfriend.
No one asked, shut up.
Oh, you saw right.
You said you need clues, right? Well, in that case, Mona would...
you can be on your way now.
All right, then let's head back for now and meet up.
Will do.
Cecilia's though. Cecilia's are like the one resource I don't mind collecting because they're all very easy to get to. Back to Mondstadt we go. I don't have Rosaria. I was going to say I could try and look at her model in more detail. Mailbox.
We're back. Oh, but it looks like you two beat
Why is
us.
Barbara on banner then? Like, we haven't encountered Barbara at all yet. We've encountered nearly every other Mondstadt character.
Welcome back. Did everything go well? Yep, we managed to find and talk to everybody.
We got back a little early.
I don't
so
think
we took
Barbara's
some time
even
just
been
now to put the
mentioned.
mailbox together.
At least, like, D, Luke and Jean were mentioned.
We got really lucky today. The vendors were feeling super generous, so we didn't even need to pay for the materials.
Ooh.
Don't worry about me. We've already wrapped up everything on our traveler, Paimon. Why don't
You're definitely your master's students.
stop?
Wait. Actually, there's one thing that still needs taking care of.
I'll go with Sucrose to return the
Feeding
leftovers.
Paimon.
Now would be a good time for a break. Once everything is ready, let's meet up here again and collate all the information we've gathered.
Who's this? I like her coat. Is this Timaeus's Liyue girlfriend?
Sounds like a plan.
I know the mission's back there, but I remembered something that I wanted to do earlier and didn't do. I don't know if it's still there though. No. We shall never know how large the chairs were. Actually, I reckon the chairs outside the angel show are probably the same size. Sit. Oh, she looks adorable. Look at her little legs. I don't understand why, like... Okay, Lisa's a tall model.
Just what will we come across?
I don't understand why they are like that. I guess they just sit too far back on the chair. And then Yao Yao is just adorably small.
Here, let me...
She's nearly shorter than the chair. Oh. She's smaller than the cart. Yao Yao's adorable. Wait. I need to see if she can reach over the counter.
Paimon will have this one and this one. Ooh, hey! Paimon's really hungry.
Damn it, Paimon.
Is everything packed up and ready? What do you think about meeting up at 5 to go to my house?
Yes, everything's ready. I've packed some...
Ham? Look, we've...
Everyone's getting
You
ready
must
for their
remember to get
Windblume.
some. Please feel free to pay a visit.
Enjoy
Venti.
the scenery.
I'm disappointed I recognise the feet.
Oh, Tone Deaf Bard! Are you here for some food as well?
You here to give us ominous prophecy nonsense again?
Oh, I can put something on your tab? Well, that's a pity. I shall take you up on your kind
Yeah, why did we
offer
offer
another
to
day.
give Venti
There should
food?
be no shortage of opportunities in the... Anywho, you should be getting ready to thank...
What kind of...
He's got the lantern.
What is it?
It's what you need the most right now. The answer to the prophetic puzzle. Simply head to the location. If I were you, I wouldn't just go and reveal the secret right away. As you've seen, a secret is like a well-aged brew. The aroma from the bottle is sweetest when revealed in the company of
take
friends.
Collet and
Let it
Sucrose.
settle. I'll leave you to your business. Also, if you have some time, we could organize another
Hey.
fast-track love poem class.
See, because I've watched videos of the previous Windblume, I know that's a reference to the previous Windblume.
Oh, you're starting...
I sure am. Nobody else has signed up this year, though. So the duty. Anyway.
Venti always looks so relaxed whenever we run into him.
Excuse me, if you don't mind.
It's this
You may
mysterious
call me
woman.
Scarlet.
Scarlet. She looks like she's from Snezhnaya with all that fur.
Just like you, I'm a traveler visiting Mons. Mind if I buy you a drink? Leaving the door open for another time, I see. I can tell that you've dealt with a lot of people during your travels.
She's tall.
I can. That's why I was on my way to go shopping earlier when I overheard your conversation next to the crafting bench. From what I could gather, you are trying to investigate a bizarre prophecy?
Yep, bizarre is definitely the word.
Oh, she's money hungry, ain't she? She's gonna try and backstab us.
Don't you think it sounds just like the kind of story that would happen in Mondstadt? Anyway, that's why I wanted to ask you a favor. If and when you manage to unravel the answer to the prophecy,
see,
could you let me know what it is?
She sounds kind, but the fact that her outfit looks kind of Snezhnayan, with like the warmth, and the fact that the Venti's just told us that people are gonna be wanting information, I don't trust this lady.
Not so much the prophecy itself, but Mondstadt as a nation. That's what I'm interested in. I was born in a distant land, but I have family and friends who once lived in Mondstadt for a long time. As it happens, someone I know has an anniversary coming up soon. So I figured this would be a good time to come here and see all the sights.
What do you think about Mondstadt?
It certainly lives up to its name. So, about the prophecy. Thank you. I'll leave it to you then.
So look, she sounds really kind and then goes, so about that prophecy.
Like a local, huh? Where do you think her home?
Please find me a flower that is not of this world. Find me one who would never love.
See, Rosaria is also picking up on the vibes.
I never thought I'd have someone. Good day to you, miss.
I'm glad I have the same level of trust issues as Rosaria does. Hey! I was worried we'd have to stop there. Venti's note. Oh. I wanted to read it because I thought it would be terrible, but it's not readable. I suppose it makes sense. It did tell us not to read it until we're in the company of good friends. I love the really weird, like, lighting changes when you're speeding through time. Because it goes from, like, sunrise, it's like, night, sunrise, mid-sunrise, morning. Sucrose. Yeah, I was tall, shorter than that sign.
Traveler, Paimon, great timing.
Nice work.
Well, the real world.
Oh, I've got to do reading. Yeah, that's it, I'm staying on Yao Yao. What? A flower that is not of this world. Oh. But at least it's a pretty text box and not the regular, like, word vomit. I must note, with all due respect, that the person who came up with this riddle may not know all the plants and may not, and probably can't make such a claim. I'm not going to tell you anything. See you later. Oh, a shaped mechanism. A clock in the shape of a flower. Wait, there was actually more text there. Oh, just like a poem. Other letters. Guide who would never get lost. Mona. You may get lost, but you will always be able to travel in guide. Bennett's just like, no, it ain't me. Try Fischl or Mona. Amber. Everyone's friend. And then really weirdly trauma dumping about Collei. I know she knows that it's going to be like Sucrose reading the letter, but it still feels weird for that to just be written there. Mika. Vegetation distribution in the dragging spotting calendar. One who would never lie. Yep, Sino doesn't lie. Rosalia's just like, no, it ain't me. I don't lie, I trust you. Short and sweet, Razor. Legends were created by human and as such are eternal. Aren't eternal, but if it's in hearts, perhaps it is. Klee. Klee just likes stories. Collei's also got the same sort of view as passing the torch of stories. Sucrose.
Let me quickly summarize. Tainari believes that on closer examination it might be logically paradoxal. As for my answer,
Here's what we've gathered regarding it. Mona said that she'd like to join us in uncovering the secret behind the prophecy. While Bennett suggests Mika didn't submit much, but Amber also wrote in.
She asked for one who would never lie.
Rosaria removed herself.
From consideration, but both Timaeus seems to.
And finally, this is what we've gathered on a legend that never ends. Nisa believes that legends live forever in people's hearts. Also, what are the... you're really smart.
Or, let's...
Do we get to do the little thought bubble minigame again?
Wait! Wait for me!
No, just Timaeus.
Oh, Timaeus!
I'm sorry, I really am. The time just got away.
Huh? This is... Not that we don't trust you, Timaeus.
Of course, of course. Do you still remember the time I, collaborated with a certain Miss Ying-R?
No.
Well, basically, she helped me out a lot.
Oh, that's the person he's got a crush on.
So Ying-R really assumed you were hard at work every time.
No, I mean, not anyway. A few months ago, I made a...
So, at Stars...
Well, that's right. The Cecilia flower is said. I know full well that Miss Ying-R is far more knowledgeable.
Oh, is she the perfume lady?
And the ways of our craft, which brings me to the... But yesterday, Albedo told me that Sucrose... And when I went to take a look at her, I feel I've been spending all of my time in my own...
Oh,
and that's why I've...
But then what about you?
Yeah. Haven't you been planning this for over a month now?
Well, yes. I did mention in my letters that I'd like her to visit, which is why
Your
I just
favourite
sent her
NPC?
another
Whereas
gift,
I'm just
my
like, I
hand-picked Windblume,
don't remember who
along
this
with a
woman is.
handwritten letter.
Genshin. Ah, yeah, the perfume lady. I like her.
I explained that a matter of great importance has presented itself to which I must devote my full attention. I made sure to package the gift and letter with... point being, please know that I sincerely...
Well, you certainly convinced Paimon with that.
Thank you, Timaeus.
Ah, thank you, everyone.
Okay.
so it looks like we
Timaeus
found
has
our
been
one
like
who never lied.
weirdly involved in quests recently. It's probably just because Sucrose has been involved. It's like TCG and now this. He's just an NPC.
Let's keep it.
Barely involve people like Quinn or something in
Paimon will do the honors.
stories.
We have with us here the flower, the guide, the legend.
And Timaeus.
Why did you?
All right.
That's me! Klee here. This all somehow feels like we're getting ready for a field.
There's nothing wrong with a more relaxed atmosphere, of course.
Actually,
Me too.
weren't you all?
Yeah.
Actually, I know what you're feeling.
Deep breaths.
Does anyone know the exact location?
According to. Oh, we know something about that.
We know.
What?
We ask the wind.
It's amazing.
Then we'll let you lead the way.
And technically the wind did respond. Come on. Where are we going? Oh. Isn't that an abyss mage, like, lair?
Hey, can you hear the frogs croaking? Silly
Oh, no, we're
frogs.
going up the top of the
They're
hill.
singing along to the sound of the rain.
I think the abyss mage lair is at the bottom of the cliff.
Ribbit.
The rain's useless.
According to the map, it should be
Somewhere around here.
Let me take a look.
Aw, I don't see any.
Now that I think about it, the prophecy didn't say anything about what the lantern utmost.
What, not a
Traveler,
real lantern.
are you trying to figure out?
Look up and seek the answer from the sky. A flying lantern.
But there's nothing about.
Now you should recite the
Squirrel on the back of
incantation.
the pointy-eared cat, and a pious puppy will
Huh?
open the door.
What a strong wind current.
Ooh.
Let's ride it.
Huh?
What's up here?
I was like, does everyone have their gliding license?
Ah! This is the first time I've ever flown like this.
Wee. Aw. That's cute. I kind of want this to stay. It probably won't, but like this would be a cool place to just have in the world.
How did this little island?
Just to be safe, I've been jotting down our entire.
Oh, good thinking. Who would have thought we'd find this?
I never would have guessed that.
Wow, look! There seems to be something on the. Take your seat, present your answers,
And you
shall
shall reach
well, as
enlightenment.
far as so we just need to do as it's.
Wait a second. We'd better make sure this place is safe, but
I reckon it is safe.
Questions and doubts aside,
How is everything, Albedo?
everything. But I. Well, it seems that wrong answers won't have any catastrophic consequences.
I
Looks
mean,
like we'll
we've
have
still
to
got
sit on these
Klee.
chairs.
I'm still
Everyone,
not 100%
I would like to
certain that there
suggest
won't be any
we try
catastrophic
some
consequences.
Risky answers on our first attempt. Let's reserve our most confident answers for the second round.
that sounds.
Ah, I get what he means. If we do.
I see. That.
Mona,
are you hungry? Thank you for offering. While Albedo was checking, there's a strange aura to this place. But if nothing here has actually. What do you mean, Mon? Never.
don't leave us.
Yes.
I'll just do what Albedo said.
Oh, all right. Okay.
You can do it.
Then I would fetch a tetragenic sweet flower.
All right, I'm up next.
Golly. My answer is, for a long time, I have been. Although I still haven't made a name for myself, and I want to help others the same way Amber, Master Tainari, Cyno and everyone else helped me. Now it's my turn to pass on the gift that I've been given.
That's sweet. Well, Tomace is going for the head.
All right. It's up to me to answer the third part. Although I've never really had... I'd like to thank it.
And last but not least, there's no tale more befitting the...
Wait! The lantern! Whoa!
Ooh,
Huh? But...
just submitted a bunch of test
Holly?
answers.
Could I
Oh, alright.
It's almost as though nothing could really be a correct answer, so long as 4 people were sitting down.
It's pretty clear now, isn't it?
Yeah,
We've
there's
just
no right
proven that
answer.
No right answer?
Although the instructions had come from an old and enigmatic prophecy,
And to think, I never expected you to
Oh,
actually
it's this
find it.
woman.
What? There's someone else here?
We meet again,
Hey!
It's all thanks to you that I was able to find.
oh, is that so? Then why do I
Rosaria just
spy
like,
yet
"No."
another person for...
Wait, really?
There's no need for pleasantries. You should know.
Is it just because I'm a visitor from a...
I was there when you snuck your way into Marjorie's place.
Oh,
So you had
Marjorie.
your eyes on me even then, huh?
It's hard not to notice you when I...
All right. In that case,
Oh, she's
I'll
the one who
admit
put
it.
the prophecy there.
I was the person
I
who
suppose I
slipped this
can't blame
prophecy into
Venti
the
for
storybook.
everything. I can still blame him for a lot of it, though.
Don't worry. Even though, in fact, many of you here today may have heard the code name of the one who left the prop, she hailed from an ancient assembly of powerful women, each of whom used a...
Who would have guessed? It seems...
Ah, so you're B's student. It's an honor to meet you.
Well, what are you talking...
It's a long story, but I'm not... Since you've all spent so much time and energy, the lantern has already been lit. Now then, please allow me to disturb your happy peace.
Huh. Why did this little thing just light?
Hello? On the other side of... Mom?
Oh, I hear many youthful voices.
Of course it's Anna.
Madam, I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Oh, since we've last gathered, Jay's successor.
Wait. Why are you talking just like the old hag?
Old hag? Who would dare say that?
Mona?
Is that Mona?
Who are you?
And what about Alice?
Mom!
Alice. That's her name.
So
I think I
see
called her Anna
everyone's
by
here.
accident.
Well then.
Miss Alice.
Well, it's been many years since this lantern last lit up. You can... And if I recall correctly, we left this lantern in the care of the Animal Archon Barbados.
So it is his fault.
You must be commended for uncovering an artifact entrusted to the god of wind himself.
Everything can be blamed on Venti.
Tell me, are you sitting around my beloved tea party table?
No.
It's a really long table.
Oh, so you are. I suppose this means even the Animal Archon has granted you entry to this place. Was all of this Scarlet's doing?
No, none of it was.
Wait. Paimon's complete...
Oh, Miss Alice, would it be...
Well, you should be rewarded for making it all the way up here and...
Cutscene?
Ever heard of the
Ooh.
Hexenzirkel? As the spooky name suggests, it's a secret society. Once upon a time, it even challenged the Animal Archon himself. But he replied,
I don't
"Let
care."
us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song."
I don't care then.
From then on, the mages would only ever convene in the woods, in the skies, or on the edges of cliffs. At these tea parties, they discussed their stories and secrets and resolved their differences, as the tea and cakes bore witness to their pledge never to fight amongst themselves.
Yesterday, I snuffed out the life of my beloved. He had grown old and was extremely sick.
Yesterday, I committed some
so I took
casual
his fate
murder.
in my hands and ended his pain.
I'm raising a son. Of all the children I had, he's the only one left.
Albedo?
But I suppose that still makes me a mother.
My lifespan is nothing compared to yours, so I wish to leave you with my storybook. Actually, maybe you can pass it on to your children one day.
I recognise that voice, but I don't know who it is.
This looks interesting. Let me scry. My dear sisters, we mustn't let prophecies threaten our bonds of friendship. Even the most frightening witch was once a little girl, and growing up can be so tough. Sometimes we all need to vent our troubles to the wind. Even if the nations go to war, or the sky falls down, the mages' tea parties shall forever be held around this table.
I mean, my brain isn't caught up enough on the lore to understand all that, but at least it looked pretty. Oh, and that was a nice transition.
So this is where the legendary mages held their meeting.
That's right.
Then what about the...
About that. I never expected anyone other than Jane. The truth is, that prophecy...
So...
I must thank you for resisting the urge to immediately reveal the...
No, it took...
A flower that is not of this world. A guide who will never get lost. When a member of the organization had to leave the group to spend the rest of her days with her beloved, the other mages would write down this prophecy and send it to her to invite her for a final get-together.
These are all characters I know nothing about, but at least it's
A flower
cute.
that is not of this world signifies, of course, flowers that do not naturally exist in this world. This is the signature of
I don't know
our
who Vinadotter is.
Rhine-daughter. If there's anyone
I
in this
assume
world
that's
who could create a flower
Albedo's
species that
creator.
does not yet exist, it would be her. The guide who will never get lost is N.
Nicole, you may
otherwise
not have
known as
encountered
Nicole.
her yet.
You may not have encountered her yet.
I definitely
but
haven't.
She is. Some of you may be fortunate enough to have already heard her voice. She has a tendency to suddenly speak in someone's mind with. If one day you would be unfortunate enough to run into a.
Who would have guessed that there are so many mysterious...
The one who would never lie is.
Alice.
I hope no one would. As for a legend that never ends, you may
The
not
Ball
know
Princess.
N in person, but you've likely encountered one of her works.
See, I did think, speaking of
read
Minds
The
Without
Boar Princess?
thing, that's what Nahida did in the summer. But I didn't think that Nahida would be part of this because she's the Archon. But no. And also the name Nicole was just like, that doesn't make sense. But it's like, that's definitely what Nahida does. And the camera flicked to the Traveller in Paimon as though we're supposed to know.
It's also one of. Don't you think such a person?
And N wrote a book.
It may sound hard to believe, but I can attest to Alice.
Do you also want to become a mage?
Title aside, I think I'm more interested in the meaning and. I used to think that the Hexen Circle was a group of women who could control the.
Do you think less of a.
No, not at all. My interest.
You're right. I've never acknowledged.
Oh, has someone finally piqued Aunt Alice's interest?
Yay,
Now is
interesting
not a good
woman.
time, Scarlet, but as soon as I am able, I will seek you out for a meeting. I want you to tell me.
So the mage who received the prophecy letter from all...
Precisely. There was only one way the letter could have been in. Please come to see us again. Before you go and settle forever with your happiness.
Aw.
Please come.
So, the supreme blessing actually meant...
A reunion of
All
friends.
journeys are fleeting and will eventually. Dear child, I believe you can. But no matter how hard things may become, as long as we can be with our beloved friends, our hearts will be filled.
I still don't get it, but I do know that
Ah,
all the
Clee.
mages are Mom's best friend.
If you ask how I see it. Anyway, I'll introduce some of the other members to you all later.
Bye, Mom. Todoko says bye, too.
Bye, Dodoko.
Bye, darling. And farewell to all of our other friends as. Oh, now that I think of it.
Yes, it's Windblume again, Alice.
It's also a special anniversary.
Yes, I do remember. Ah, just in time for the Festival of.
Regular piece of decor. And back to Monster.
Ah, Albedo! Why didn't you tell me we'd have to glide all the way back down?
Was you an idiot that hasn't learnt how to use a teleport waypoint yet, Timaeus? To be fair, no one does. but whatever.
Are you okay, Timaeus? Maybe you'd feel better if you just, you know, let it
Throw
out.
up.
I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm just a little glider sick, that's all.
You may want to look into getting your own gliding
Okay,
license
so he
when you
doesn't
the
have a
time.
gliding license.
It
I
might
swear it's
prove helpful
against
to
one
you.
of the gliding rules to have 2 people on a glider.
It sounds like you've still got something.
It's nothing, really. It's
So it's a
just,
good thing we didn't invite
well,
Amber
Alice's
along then.
story was really, but still, of course, I didn't act.
Don't say that. If anything,
Ah,
it should be my
point.
fault for finding that
Oh, no, I didn't mean to blame the two of you either.
Yeah,
I
kind of
just feel
depressing
like
end.
this
Must.
whole adventure didn't
I mean,
really
therefore,
end
we
on a
must
high
invite
note.
Ying-Er.
But, well, that aside, Timaeus.
Oh, Miss Ying-Er. Well,
Ying-Er.
I mean...
Hey, you three? You may want
Is
to
she
look
here?
Huh?
Yay!
Oh, so that's Miss Ying.
Yep, that's her. And
I am so...
Are you so happy just to see me?
Of course I am.
I was ready to give you a harsh scolding, but now that I've seen you like this,
I suppose I could let you off the
I could
hook.
let you off the hook.
I
this
love her
time. You
voice.
said you couldn't come to
And her
pick me
outfit.
up because of a very important matter, right?
Why wouldn't? You'll get hit by a forest boar if you
oh, really?
Hey.
I am so glad to see Timaeus find his happiness.
The excitement of seeing Ying-Er. Ying-Er.
I have to say, you can be happy just to see others happy. But if you say that...
Now breathe into my
then I'd
test
say
tube.
I'm also nowhere near as... I've never visited Sumeru. Maybe I'll get shot, since we are so alike, but... well, that's a topic that my parents used to talk about, back when they were still dating. My mom brought it up at dinner one time last month. She called my dad, but she also said that learning is just another part of life.
Oh.
It's never too late to start something, as long as you recognize that it's something good for you to do.
Yeah, you can always do something, just don't do anything bad.
Why don't you give it a try?
Okay. Oh, they're really having a great conversation.
I nearly... This texture... Yes,
Seeds.
I believe I mentioned my... It's
Oh,
nothing
the
too
special sweet
They're
flowers.
super sweet. I'm also submitting them as my Windblooms for this year. Thank you. I'll play...
Kale, please take these. I've heard that you've been working hard on your studies, so I've prepared some study.
I don't know what to say.
Sucrose, now's your chance.
Yeah, breathe into the test tube.
Oh, really? Of course.
Ew, Violet.
Huh? It was like a little cloud of happy... Well, luckily, I'll keep working on it and let you know as soon as I have
Okay,
any breakthroughs in my
the
research.
violet it showed wasn't too bad. I was thinking like Lisa colour violet, which would not be a very appealing colour to breathe.
I'll be sure.
Oh, it looks like you found a new pen pal.
Master Tainari!
If your friendship was
Simon.
forged in a test tube,
That's it. I think you've ruined Sumeru's reputation
like
in
that
Mondstadt
one.
beyond all hope of her.
all that matters is that I've enjoyed Mondstadt immensely. The dragon here possesses a majestic form.
I forgot he was interested. Did he just like go to Storm Terror's lair and just say hi to Divan just casually?
Oh, that reminds me. Traveler, this card back is
Sino commissioned
wanted
this.
you to have one for yourself.
I'm a master of the game.
Can you believe this guy?
I've already beaten
Wait,
Sino in a duel before.
yeah. I figured
Oh, a bookmark.
I made these bookmarks from Sumeru roses at the hotel.
Oh, that's what the flower is. I was like, that looks familiar.
Windblume. Mondsetters offer flowers to the...
But Tainari said that we're not anything.
Well, in this case, we can consider ourselves as.
Oh, and here's some Padisaras. Whoa,
Seeds.
are these really for us?
Score.
One of them.
both, although they're not native to Mondstadt, I want to give them to the people. I feel the real blessing in life is when you are surrounded by people who you'd miss
Hey,
day
look,
and
it's
night,
Amber.
and who you'd want to see even if... Sucrose, do you see
Aw.
that? Huh? Doesn't it look just like...
That's sweet. I like that. That is the end of Windblume. For now. We still need to finish off the side quests. But for now, that is a good place to end. Need to stretch. Thank you for watching, Tubby. It was really nice streaming again. I will be back Friday, probably. It will either be Friday or Saturday. But I'm still going to have to be on a smaller schedule for a short period of time. I'm enjoying... I am enjoying streaming. So, yeah. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, Tubby. Thank you, Vex. Thank you to anyone else who, like, popped in and out. I had a lot of fun. And have a good night, or whatever it is, wherever you are. Bye-bye.